What's going on, party people? Welcome to another episode of the Men in Scoring Position podcast. I'm your resident runner on second, joined by a man whose original claim to fame was he was the stunt baby in Baby's Day Out. He's known around here as the runner on third because he's always about to score. Travis Bin. Travis, what's going on, my man?
Not too much. Why are you telling people about my past?
I'm just saying, you could buy us a drink, every now and then. I see those residual checks you get, 37 cents, 47 cents. Those add up after time.
Oh, is that the case?
Yeah.
All right, duly noted. I'll buy you a Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Oh, thank you.
12
Maybe
ounce.
a Schlitz?
Maybe a Schlitz. Funny story. Back in Joliet, I would go to Inwood all the time.
Oh, J-Town.
Good old J-Town jab. I would go back to Inwood, and we would work out, and there was this little dive connected to it. There's like an ice rink, a bar, and then the gym.
An ice rink, nice.
Yeah, no, it's where like hockey, long story short.
Yeah.
But we would go in there after our workout and be like, yeah, we feel great. Let's go get some food. Then we get bombed on 25-cent Schlitz beers. Drake, Mad Buds, I know you guys. Guys, if you're just tuning in, this is our first video recorded podcast. So what's up, guys? We are the Men in Scoring Position. If you're tuning in for the first time or return listener, thank you so much. You can find us on Facebook.com at Men in Scoring Position. You can find us on SoundCloud and iTunes, self-titled as well, Men in Scoring Position. We are also on Twitter and Snapchat, so follow us at Men in Scoring POS. And also, guys, if you have any thoughts, comments, general overall points of view, be sure to email us at meninscoringpod@gmail.com. And, Billy, what do they always need to do?
If you're listening to us on any of those platforms, please make sure to rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend.
Tell a couple friends.
Tell a couple friends. Tell your mom.
Tell the dog. You know that they communicate. Is that too much?
But they can't download.
Guys, we're a dime a dozen podcast. You got to help us out. Also, we want to give a big shout out to our friends here at the Laugh Factory. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible.
Filming us right now.
Filming us.
We got Mike.
Why don't you say hi to everybody, Mike? You're like, what's up? That's our guy, Mike. Mike's coming in. He's doing everything. We got an exciting promo vid we just shot.
Oh, yeah.
Which should be fun. And also, we want to give a big shout out to our friends over at Frank's Bar. Mm-hmm. They are located at 2503 North Clark Street. They're a late bar, and they're open early, 11 to 4, 11 to 5 on weekends.
AM?
AM, both AMs. It's AM to AM.
Wow.
It's, things get crazy.
Wow.
Give a shout out to Condito and Katie. Tell them you're friends of Men in Scoring Position. Like us, follow us on social media. Show them they will take care of you guys. And always be sure to tip your bartenders and waitstaff. Mm-hmm. That being said, are we done with plugs?
I think so.
Holla at your koala. What do you got?
Getting into the week that was. Want to do a little Olympics first?
Let's do it.
Just a big shout out again. Every time I feel like we have to do this. Our women fucking rock, man.
Yeah.
They just took the U.S. women team, first, second, and third in the 100-meter hurdles. Swept the podium.
Dominating.
The other story, the not so great story coming out of this is the Ryan Lochte thing. Are you hearing about this?
He's forever going to be known for that. Why don't you tell our listeners
what? He's forever known as being dumb as stuff.
There
Sorry,
you go.
Judith. Yeah.
I'm trying.
Because
we are trying to get sponsored by the Special Olympics, so if you could stop it.
He's very dumb. He's not a smart person.
Tell us why.
Originally he just everything he said he was a walking soundbite of just dumb things. But this past Olympics,
that hair dough.
So it came out about a week ago. That
no, you gotta say it right.
About a week ago.
Yeah,
there we go.
There you go.
We're on video now. We can't dance like that.
I can dance however the hell I want. Thank you, sir.
So like a week ago, there was some weird story, or a couple days ago, that he got robbed. Then the IOC denied it, and I think he denied it at first, and then he came out and said he did get robbed, and then some judge ordered to seize his passport, him and the other 3 members of the swim team that were involved in this quote-unquote situation. Alleged situation. I don't know what you call it.
Yeah.
So Lochte had actually left the country already. He left on Tuesday. And yesterday they took Jack Conger and Gunnar Bentz. The Brazilian authorities removed them from the plane. They were trying to go home.
That's a side note. That's a really cool name.
Gunnar Bentz.
Gunnar Bentz?
That's
what? That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah. So they removed them from the plane, and they're detained now. Basically, the story now is getting that there wasn't a robbery. What happened instead was they were at a gas station at 6 in the morning, so they were out drinking, having a good time, whatever. They wanted to use the bathroom. The bathroom was locked. They broke the door in, and the security guard came up to them, demanded that they pay for it. Eventually, they paid him for it. It's the weirdest thing. And Lochte said that he didn't report it the way it was because he, quote unquote, didn't want to get in trouble.
There's just so many like.
What, you're 30 years old? You don't want to get in trouble?
No, I don't. I think there's still more to this story.
These things just keep coming out left and more and more to it.
Can we just agree that Rio Olympics is like Sochi wasn't even as shady as this Rio Olympics? Seriously, it's crazy, man. Like you hear about, you see the videos of like all the pickpockets, all this stuff going on, and it's like that's a whole nother thing in itself. But this Ryan Lochte situation, this idiot is going to be known for the rest of his life as the silver-haired D-bag that faked getting robbed in Rio. He's not going to be known for his accolades or his medals or anything like that. He's going to be known. He's going to be like Michael Johnson.
Do you remember what he was known for his last Olympics mainly? He had this diamond grill, right?
Dude, he's not playing with a full deck.
Okay.
He's Caitlyn Jenner version 2.0.
He forgot it.
His grill?
In this Olympics. Yeah, he was gonna. The reason why he dyed his hair was because he said he forgot his grill. So he wanted to be memorable in another way. How do you forget? Like your thing is.
First off, why
grill.
are you a 30-year-old white dude rocking a grill?
If you're not Paul Wall,
dude, you know what I'm saying? Like we get it. Kyle Schwarber, you might be able to pull it off because you're a doppelganger.
And he looks like Paul Wall.
He looks like Paul Wall.
That was your point. That makes sense. Yeah,
you like that?
I do.
Doppelganger. Oh man, Lochte. You know what? Yeah, I think the kids. I don't. He's not a kid. He's a 30-year-old man. I just think he's an ass.
All right, that actually.
Personally.
Makes me want to ask you a question real quick.
Please.
Since he lied about that, what's the worst or dumbest lie you ever told your mom to cover something up that you could think of?
Oh, dude, way to put me on the spot. I don't even know if I ever told my mom the truth. I don't know if that was ever a thing.
I can remember one time I was playing Madden or some sort of video game. I was like 8 or 9.
Of course you were.
And I got so mad. You had a few broken controllers in your video game career.
I think I went through 1 or 2 Sega Genesis. Hashtag white privilege.
So I got so mad, I kicked the wall. I created a little hole in it. And instead of just telling them that, hey, I screwed up, hey, I did this, or hey, I fell into it, something I wouldn't. What I did was I took the pictures off the wall and I lined them up. And this hole was no more than 2 feet off the ground on the wall. And I lined the pictures up to cover it up. So I didn't just do one picture down there. I did like the 4 or 5 pictures.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Do you realize how fucking stupid kids are? I did shit like that all the time. I used to. I don't mean to cut you off. I used to stick gum under my mom's Honda.
Yeah.
Back, and we're talking about like the suede seats where it wasn't like leather or anything like that. So it fucking got in there, and I'd be like, I don't know how I got there, and I wasn't allowed to chew gum for like 3 years. Oh my God! But finish your story. I'm sorry.
No, that's why you have such nice teeth, because you weren't allowed to chew gum.
Man.
Thanks, Judith.
Yeah, thanks, Jude.
But
a lot of shout outs to Mom today.
I just remember that I did that, and it took about a day or two to get caught, and finally my dad was like, yeah, I did notice at first, and I thought, why the hell do we put a picture up 2 feet off the ground? So
man, I used to do stupid stuff like that all the time. Like I remember, okay, you want to hear something really gross?
Maybe. We're on video for this first time, yeah.
In high school, like I had, you
don't reenact it.
Yeah, girlfriends, whatnot. And I had this disgusting habit of like throwing my used condoms behind the bedboard because I was too lazy to like get up and throw them away. And lo and behold, moving day came, and yeah. So I might have lost like a lot of. I know you don't want me to tell that story. I know we're on video now, so I might be like the most hated person ever. But you know what? I think a part of like
just
changing
a condom mountain.
Just a condom. Well, I wasn't getting laid all the time.
Oh, like an anthill.
Yeah, like a little maybe a molehill.
Making a mountain out of a molehill here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think that's where that saying comes from.
Speaking of gross things, man, did you hear? Let me
segue.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah, you like that?
Mm-hmm.
Did you like Jaron Sharper as a player? Because he was one of my favorite safeties back in the day. Even though he did play for the Packers, but when he was on the Saints, like I liked him a lot.
Yeah.
You might not like him anymore. I don't know if you heard what happened. He just got 18 years for drugging and raping 16 women in 4 different states.
Ugh.
Like, you got nothing?
I mean, that's despicable, man. Like,
dude,
what is your that's a sociopath right there.
It has to be, right?
That's someone who clearly doesn't.
He has no respect for women, no respect for human life.
No, it's a power trip, and it's just that's just disgusting,
and we're not talking about accusations. We're talking about convictions.
Yeah.
So God knows however many other victims there were. But
Yeah.
I'm glad that piece of shit's behind bars.
Yeah, 18 years. I mean, for 16, I don't know, man. Like,
Throw away the key, right, at that point?
I
Because this is convictions, right?
Yeah.
This is not, even if he gets 1 or 2 overturned, there's still a plethora of, convictions. Like,
yeah,
the guys,
it's man. I don't know. It's.
you know what I want to
I'm
do?
struggling so much with this with jail. I've been reading a couple like true crime books, and I'm
Oh, yeah?
reading this
Sylvia
one.
Plath?
That's definitely not Sylvia Plath. So this one is actually it's by this guy Bill James. He's the father of sabermetrics.
Okay.
He's the one that Michael Lewis originally based Moneyball off of. So this guy.
Yeah, the GM of...
No, that's Billy Bean.
that's Billy Bean.
So
right?
Billy Bean used. Okay, so.
Used that concept, right?
Yes.
He was the inspiration
So Bill
behind
James
that.
is the guy who was the first one to come up with, not the first one, but one of the first ones to come up with these advanced statistics. And he came out with a book. I don't know when it came out. I just got it recently. And it's just a compilation of American crime. Just about like famous
Where did you find out
stories.
about the word compilation?
Compilation?
Just be honest. Be honest. I told you about
When
the
I was
condoms.
8?
Uh-huh.
Condemnation?
Yeah, continue.
Compilation?
We're going to pretend you don't watch porn.
So yeah, and it's just listening about all these stories and all these like jail sentences. I don't know, man. Like I'm on the fence now. I think
Like if you
18
sell a couple pounds of pot, you get 18 years. But if you rape 18 women, you get a couple of years.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's ridiculous.
I don't know what to think
You know
about
what
it.
I want to do?
Huh.
I just want to punch
I'm just saying
Darren
that
Sharper.
That book's good.
No, I want to punch Darren Sharper in the face.
Yeah.
You know who else wants to punch someone in the face?
Who?
Apparently, a unanimous person went on record. And this is unanimous.
Anonymous.
Anonymous? Oh, anonymous. Did I say unanimous?
Yeah.
Jesus, coffee hasn't kicked in. An anonymous person.
You're killing it with these segues, by the way.
You like?
Yeah.
Said that
Paul Farvar.
I want to punch. No, Paul Farvar would be like raindrops. Said that I want to punch Roger Goodell in the face. End quote.
Okay.
But it was anonymous.
Anonymous.
Not unanimous.
It might have been unanimous as well.
If I had to take a wild guess as to who that was, James Harrison.
Wild speculation.
I would bet the farm. I would leave a 10%. I would leave a 10% like maybe.
Yeah.
You know, maybe Tom Brady. You know, James Harrison. If you had to guess who said that, who would it be?
It could be any. James Harrison's a great guess, man. If I can't say James Harrison, I'd say someone who maybe has been convicted or been
Like Adam Jones.
I was just say Pac-Man Jones or Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon. You think
Someone
Le'Veon
like
has the
that.
balls to say something like that?
Yeah, Brian Cushing maybe. Brian Cushing.
Cushing's just out of his mind.
Yeah, exactly.
That dude is like the bully in high school that
Yeah.
like I like him as a player, but I would hate him as a human being. Like all the hard knocks, like he's a douche. Just a douchebag.
Could be your boy JJ Watt.
JJ's the man.
But it could be JJ Watt.
You know who he's best friends with?
Who's that?
Zach Brown, baby.
Zach-
All right.
So that leads me to a question then.
Yeah, please.
If you could punch any athlete in the face besides Darren Sharper,
Floyd
obviously.
Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather.
I fucking hate Floyd Mayweather with a passion. I think that dude is the epitome of a scumbag.
yeah.
Absolute scumbag. Woman abuser, probably a rapist. I hate him. I hate him. He is what's detrimental to
Kicks puppies.
Yeah, dude, he's just bad. Like I feel like he would drop a bag of kittens and a wood chipper just to bet with his friends. Like he's just an awful human being.
So what you're saying is you don't like him.
I hate
You
Floyd.
don't-
Like Floyd, the world would be better off without Floyd Mayweather in it.
Yeah.
Like he's a scumbag. Absolute. Who
Who
would yours be?
See, that's the thing. I'm trying to think who would be. I'm thinking of more situations now. Like I would think after Curry makes a 3 against the Heat or something, does a shimmy, I'd punch him. Joke him no if he gets the and one and does the stupid. Yeah, that I'd want to punch him. Anytime a wide receiver against the Bucks gets a first down and does that, I want to punch him. Anytime. Yeah.
Just anybody who defiles the state of Florida in any way, shape, or form,
Any way, shape, or form.
I want to punch him.
I want to punch him in the face.
Oh yeah, God, I hate Floyd Mayweather. I don't even know if there's a close second. Like it goes Floyd Mayweather. I want to punch so bad, dude. There's
Did
just
you guys hear that?
is that a
Oh, that's the air show, right? Aaron
is that
Water
air
show
and water?
coming out.
I thought that we were all about to die. Yeah. Guys, we're off of Belmont and Broadway. Yeah, it's ISIS. We're off of Belmont and Broadway, so the Air and Water show's going on. Check that out. Go to Navy Pier, do all
Absolutely.
that. Potential
so
sponsors.
Speaking of controversial athletes,
Please.
Conor McGregor. You see the press conference?
I did.
Okay. So apparently, for you guys who didn't see,
You're living under a rock.
first of all, get out of that rock.
You know what I mean?
All right. I'm sure it's heavy.
Losers. Suckers.
So you got the fight coming up, UFC 203, 202?
202.
202. It's Conor McGregor versus the rematch with Nate Diaz.
Did you just do an Irish accent?
Oh, it's Conor McGregor.
Oh, it's Conor McGregor after me Lucky Charms.
So McGregor shows up 30 minutes late. Diaz, in retaliation, flips him off, throws a water bottle at him. McGregor leaves the stage and proceeds to grab as many water bottles as he can and throw them back at him.
Don't forget about the monster cans.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Were they full monster or were they empty?
Yeah.
Full?
You know, a lot of that's just promo. Like, a lot of those guys don't even drink when they're up there, you know? But, okay, I
always found that funny, too, with the promo. It's like...
Gatorade.
No, it's like you get done with the fight. You've just been wrestling with another dude for 30 minutes. You're sweating. You're hot. You're tired. What you do? Put this hat on. Put this shirt on. Put this sweatshirt on.
Oh, my
Put
God.
these pants on.
Yeah.
Put these headphones
Guys,
on.
I've done enough conditioning. Dude, I have a nickel and dime about that. I don't know. I know part of it was definitely staged.
He's a showman.
Our buddy Brian Morton, who we've had on with Cliff Hagerman, great episode. I think it was episode 3. Be sure and check that out. Men in
That one was
Scoring
good.
Position.
Yeah,
it was
going.
awesome.
Probably at my best. Looking my best, too. It wasn't
Yeah,
videoed, but
yeah.
I was looking my best.
Yeah. No, you had that 3-piece suit. But yeah, no. I just don't know. Our buddy Brian Morton, like I was saying, is convinced that it was all raw. That only the Nate walking away part was staged. But I think that entire thing was staged. I do. I really do, because it's like when Don Fry had that epic bout with homeboy. I can't remember who it was, but they went 5 rounds. It was just an absolute slugfest. And he goes, if you hate somebody after all the fighting, after multiple fights, after multiple rounds, then there's just something wrong with you as a human. Like, you have a screw loose. Now, granted, it only went 2 rounds into a rear naked choke, which is arguably the most embarrassing way to go. I think that Conor and Nate Diaz respect each other. Would they sit down in a bar and have drinks together? I don't think so. I think this is let's hype this money train up. Let's get paid. Let's do our thing. I'm going back to 145 regardless. You're already solidified. Now I helped you out. You helped me out. Let's hype this up. I think throwing the monster can is the only question mark. Because if that would have hit a fan or a reporter, like, that could have been bad.
I mean, like the whole thing, hold me back, you know, when you get up there, and it's like, you guys are going to fight. He's going to fight, and that's all show, because you guys are going to fight in 2 days.
Guys,
you can't control yourself. You'd slap him in the face or what, like that.
Yeah.
You know, that's
and like,
one
these
thing,
guys
like,
get punched in the face for a living. You think a little slap is really
yeah,
going to get
and what
them.
you just said, too, you know, throwing that money, that's not cool, man. And apparently Dana White reacted by banning everyone except for Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor from the weigh-in. So all the teammates or all the people there,
the hype
posse,
train, yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
Well, you got a bunch of thugs on both ends of the world. Like, Conor McGregor didn't come from this lavish, lush lifestyle. Like, he grew up a really poor, you know, lower middle class, if not lower class family. Same as, you know, Diaz brothers. Everybody knows their story. Diaz are hood as fuck and real as it can get. And, you know, I don't think you can get any more real than Conor McGregor. Now, I don't know, man. This whole situation, I think they respect each other. I think this is a hype train. I also think that it's a win-win for both of them no matter what happens. I think if Conor loses again, they're going to be like, dude, he jumped up 2-3 weight classes. At the end of the day, the McGregor supporters are going to defend him. And if Diaz wins, God help Dana White. Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to be able to shut that guy up, and he doesn't talk. He doesn't need to talk.
No.
He commands respect by not really saying anything. I like Diaz. I don't think he has much of a future post UFC because
no, I mean other than teaching jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
I mean that's where he's not gonna be an analyst or
he's
anything.
Hood.
Like,
he's hood as hell. You know what
he's
I mean?
From Stockton.
Yeah, we get it. That's slap. I don't know, man. I mean I'm just excited. I'm really excited
it's gonna
to
be
see
good.
the fight.
And you have off, right? So you're gonna go see it.
Yeah, always.
That's awesome.
Always, son. We're actually going to be right above. We're going to be right above the Laugh Factory. And
really?
Curtis's, yeah.
So speaking of showmanship, though, real quick, dude, we're killing it with these segues today. I'm so excited.
Dude, don't humble brag yourself.
Usain Bolt, you seen all that where he's basically smiling? He's so far ahead of these guys. He's not trying. He's smiling and looking at the camera. What's your opinion on that?
Whatever. You're the greatest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I thought it was super cool.
It's like when Jordan went like, "What do you want me to do?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that name is synonymous going to be with the fastest man ever on the planet, and he did it in 3 Olympics. He's basically Michael Phelpsing the track world.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, but it's not even close though. I mean, I get it. Bolt wins at the 100 and the 200.
Right.
Phelps has 23 gold medals.
26. No, 26. Yeah, gold.
23 gold.
23 gold.
23 gold. 28, 29, somewhere around there medals.
Dude, that's insane.
If he was a country, he'd have the 5th most gold medals all time in swimming.
Yeah.
If he was a country.
One country. And that's another thing,
he's
too.
just a man.
Because everybody knows that...
He's not a country, he's a man.
that the USA is dominating. But it's like, take Michael Phelps out of the equation, and you take out 26... Or how many medals did he win? I mean, he won 6 this year? He won 6 gold this year, 8 and 8.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. That equals out 16.
It's 20.
Is that 20? How many did he win?
I don't know. That's 22, actually.
He won too many.
That's 22. Okay.
That's 22?
I don't know. I'm not good at math.
All right.
I handle money for a living.
Yeah.
Not good at math.
So
you want to get into this prediction plunge?
Guys, yeah. So we're going to do another installment of our prediction plunge for you first-timers that are checking us out. # prediction plunge on Twitter, Facebook, any of that stuff. You know what I mean? So basically what it is Billy and myself,
yep, we
break down each division of the NFL. This week we are breaking down the AFC North. And we do a point for win-loss and point for ranking in their division. We tally it up at the end, and then the loser has to get videotaped doing the Chicago Polar Bear Plunge, benefiting the Special Olympics, which is an amazing cause.
Great cause.
March 6th, we are going to be holding a benefit here at the world-famous Laugh Factory. All proceeds go to the Chicago Special Olympics, whom we will be reaching out to. We will have more information on our social media pages in the near future. But we are super excited about it. We're breaking them all down, and then once we're done, we'll do our fantasy, and we'll get into football season, baby. So
we've done I think 2 or 3 now. There's a couple that unfortunately we lost. You know, stuff happens. Stuff gets lost in the mail.
Guys, we've been losing a lot of episodes. We've been in a transitional period, so we're just gonna be like kind of just blowing up your media right now.
And I think, are we getting on the laugh at? Are we allowed to talk about?
Yeah. That? Oh, I forgot to mention, we are now. We've always been a part of the Laugh Factory network, but Laugh Factory is doing this great thing where all the podcasts that are running through Laugh Factory are going to be combined on iTunes, our website. So not only will you be able to find Men in Scoring Position, but you also will be able to find a lot of other great podcasts that run through here: Funked Up Friday, Singles Only, Live Your Life, so on and so forth. Great podcast by a lot of funny people. We're probably the least funniest out of them all. I don't think that's even a question.
Nope.
But we know our shit when it comes to sports, sort of.
In a way.
So let's get into this. Let's get into this week's installment. Bill, you take the reins. Okay. I will piggyback you wherever.
AFC North. Let's do the Cleveland Browns.
Whoa, the legendary Cleveland Browns.
Last year they were 3-13. They hired a new head coach in Hugh Jackson. They ranked 30th in offense, 29th in defense.
Look out.
Oh, boy. In the draft, they got wide receiver Corey Coleman from Baylor, defensive end Emmanuel Obaga. I think I'm saying that right. And in the 4th round, QB Cody Kessler from USC. That was an interesting choice. They added, of course, RG3, Austin Pastor. I don't know, another guard. They added a guard.
Don't sound too excited about this team.
Oof, boy, you'll see. They lost Johnny Football, Travis Benjamin, Alex Mack, Carlos Dansby, Tayshaun Gibson, Dante Whitner.
That's a lot. They're doing an overhaul.
Oh man,
they're doing an overhaul.
I was trying to find their best players, and I was like, Joe Thomas for sure. Joe Thomas is by far the best player.
Can we just stop for a second? I love and feel so sorry for the guys that waste their career. Thomas's, the Larry Fitzgeralds. Now Larry Fitzgerald's like getting it, but he's at the tail end of his career. Nobody talks about him being a star, you know. But, like, I feel bad for the Megatrons that are just like, I'm going to revitalize this franchise. And then by the time I decide to get paid and possibly win a Super Bowl, I'm almost an afterthought.
Joe Thomas is
the best left tackle in the game.
He's the best left tackle in the game. He's been the best left tackle in the game. He's the first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yes. I'm in a total agreement with you there.
Do you know who I put as their second best player? Their punter. Andy Lee. That's all I could find, man. That's all I could find was their punt. I mean, Josh Gordon when he's not getting suspended for.
Now he's back this year, right?
He's back after 4 games.
Okay. You mind if I take this?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So it left to be desired. I think they did a complete overhaul. They're trying to just shake whatever. The big question mark for me, I got a couple of them. RG3, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to get beat to shit?
Mm-hmm.
Losing Mac.
Mac's one of the best centers in the game,
Yeah.
too, man. And you're replacing him with this guy, Austin Pastor. Or no, actually, they're going to replace him with the guy they got from FSU last year. Oh, boy, what's his name? The center. I forget his name. They're replacing him with a second-year guy. Alex Mack, as I just said, is one of the top 5 centers in the game, man.
Yeah.
He's great.
No, and what did they get for him? Do you even know?
Oh, he left free agency.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, Atlanta.
All right, so let's go to the draft. Corey Coleman, I liked him in Baylor.
Mm-hmm.
He was good, solid, good. If
Josh
he,
Gordon
if
from
he-
Baylor.
yeah, and then
RG3 from Baylor.
RG3 from Baylor, exactly. They're trying to. I see what they're
Trying to
doing.
relive the glory days.
Yeah,
Get the
right.
Ducks back together.
They added to the defensive line with Emmanuel Ogbu, defensive end, and then you skipped over another defensive end from Penn State, Carl Nassilo.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? My big question mark for them is going to be Hugh Jackson, how he performs as a head coach, and then don't forget about the legendary wide receiver and Terrell Pryor, whom they picked up. But they lost Dwayne Bowe. They lost Brian Hartline. I liked Brian, man.
Of course you did. I mean, the biggest loss, I think, on that wide receiver core would be Travis Benjamin, the one guy.
Benjamin,
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot. Sorry. Shout out Gary Barnage.
Yeah, Barnage.
Barnkowski.
Yeah.
Last year. But then again, he was 30 years old, and that was his first year where he had a good year.
Yeah.
So, who knows, And he obviously did a lot better with Josh McCown than he did with Austin Davis. And
I don't know what's going to happen with. I don't know the direction in which they're going. It's really hard to predict what a team is going to do with a new head coach, a new quarterback on his last chance, no real receivers,
Nope.
2 big heavy hits to the offensive line, nothing crazy in terms of the draft. Like, if I'm the Cleveland Browns, I'm going to want to just stack heavy offensively in terms of linemen, which this was a pretty saturated lineman draft, so to speak, if I may, but
they didn't do that.
But they didn't do that. They went with 2 ends and a wide receiver in their first 3 rounds. So I think that you're going to see a consummate, and also is Hugh Jackson going to play to RG3's strengths? How are you going to protect a guy who's injury prone with no offensive line?
Well, Hugh Jackson last year was the offensive coordinator of the Bengals, and if you remember watching those games, they did some weird shifting beforehand. They did 2-3 men in motion.
Is he going to get lit up? I think so. I think RG3 is going to take a beating.
If they do a quick, they have to do screens and stuff. I mean, the running backs, they got Isaiah Crowell and then Duke Johnson.
I like that backfield.
I like Duke Johnson in the fact that he...
You don't like Crowell? He runs hard.
I don't like him, no. He's not good. He runs hard, so what? He
Well,
should run hard. He's a professional athlete. He should run hard.
From all of our years of experience.
With Duke Johnson, the one thing I do like about him, fun fact, he's actually the all-time leading rusher at University of Miami. Over Clinton Portis, over Edge James.
That's why you like him.
That's why you like
him.
And I have him on my fantasy team.
Yeah,
Just saying.
There you go. Let's do the standings and everything at the end.
Oh, sure.
I find that to be interesting.
Yeah. Joe Hayden coming off of injury.
Love him.
Throwing that in and out.
Love him.
Whatever.
I'm a big cornerback guy.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people say that the cornerbacks are, really good, but I think this is the least saturated the cornerback position has ever been.
Yeah.
But let's move on.
Some people put Malcolm Butler in the top 5.
Shut up.
You want to move on to
Wherever.
Let's just do order from last year. So let's do the Baltimore Ravens. Finished a surprising 5-11 last year. 25th ranked offense.
Is it that surprising? Do you know who their offensive coordinator is?
Is it
Mark fucking Trestman?
Is it Trestman?
Yeah. So big surprise.
Also, Flacco got hurt.
Fuck Trestman.
They also cost me in the suicide pool. Suicide pool is always my favorite thing to do every year. That's where you pick one team a week, but you cannot pick them again the rest of the year.
Ooh.
So you always want to get whatever you want to get a gambles out of the way. You can play a couple different ways. I was like, oh, for sure, Baltimore's playing Oakland in Baltimore, and I was like, it's Baltimore. They're always 10-6 or 11-5. They'll be fine.
Nope.
And then they lost 45-30 something. Nope. Yep. So I was out for that one. So you guys.
I think Baltimore Ravens, all their additions was awesome. This was very interesting to me. So go ahead, break it down for the listeners.
Added in the free agency, they added Mike Wallace, Ben Watson, and Eric Weddle. I think one of the best safeties in the game, top 5 or so.
Good pickup there.
Losing
4 years, too.
2 offensive linemen and Eugene Monroe and Kamichi Osamele.
Don't forget about Chris Canty.
Yeah, and Chris. I have it written down.
All right.
Defensive end / defensive tackle Chris Canty, written down right there. Safety Will the Thrill Hill. They drafted offensive tackle Ronnie Staley. I think they had their eyes set on Tunstall. But Tunstall, of course, had that long
the
video.
offensive tackle from Notre Dame, right?
Ronnie Staley's from Notre Dame, the guy who they got. They added, oh boy, I wish I could read my own writing.
The outside linebacker, Keneally Correa from Boise State. You got defensive end Bronson Kaufusi from BYU. And Tavin Young from Temple in the 4th. They also picked up a 4th-round wide receiver, which I know you like, Chris Moore from Cincinnati.
I prefer actually. I think there's a 5th-round pick, running back Kenneth Dixon.
Shut up, dude.
Louisiana Tech.
Oh, that 5th-round running back. That's going to be the difference maker right there.
He's going to be the starter.
Forget it. Yeah, well, they don't have running backs.
Well, they have Forsett. I'm telling you, Kenneth Dixon.
I'm still sick of Forsett. He's not going to do anything.
Kenneth Dixon is going to be their starter. I'm telling you. I drafted him in my fantasy league. He's going to be the starter.
What fantasy league are you talking about?
Keeper league.
Okay.
We do a rookie draft.
Oh,
so I drafted.
You're doing
Dixon.
You're doing Todd's as well, right?
Yeah.
I was like,
so
they haven't even had that.
I'm in a
draft.
keeper league, and I drafted. We do individual defensive players too. So I got
J.J. Watt, baby.
I didn't like.
That's all you need.
So in the rookie draft, I ended up getting Kenneth Dixon, Miles Jack. And my 3rd pick, who'd I get? Come on. You know who I got. You know who I got? Daniel Braverman.
Braverman?
Picked up Daniel Braverman because I was like, screw it.
Oh, my God. When we went down to Bears training camp, he was like, I'm going with Daniel Braverman, 7th round, the Jewish kid on the Bears.
So the best players, I mean, this is a franchise that year after year, run by Ozzie Newsome. They always draft really well. I like this draft a lot. They have some core players that are good. They were so injured last year. Marshall Yonda, first ballot Hall of Famer at guard. Outside linebacker Terrell Suggs coming off a Achilles injury.
Game changer.
Elvis Dumerville, a guy who just constantly gets pressure.
Yeah.
And
I hated facing him when he was in Detroit.
Oh, dude,
wasn't fun.
Dumerville, man, is.
I'm also a Bears fan, for those of you who don't know.
Dumerville's a guy who gets. I don't think gets enough credit. He's just a pure pass rusher that gets 12.
Why doesn't that
sacks.
guy get credit? He's amazing.
He gets 12. I mean, I know 1 year for the Broncos,
Consummate,
he had
year in, year
17,
out.
18, you know, and then he was going to sign with the Broncos, and there's weird paperwork mishap. He ended up going to the Ravens.
All right, so for me, I think Eric Weddle was great. They didn't lose much. They also picked up my boy Ben Watson, who's a terrible fantasy pickup, but a good tight end, which I think they needed a tight end.
They've Pitta. Crockett Gilmore.
They also
That's
picked
one
up
of my favorite names.
Mike
Crockett
Wallace,
Gilmore.
which they have, and they got Steve Smith coming back. They have
Steve Smith Jr.?
No, senior.
Oh, wow.
Steve Smith. And they picked up, you forgot, dude, Jake Long.
Oh, they got Jake Long?
They got Jake Long, yeah. They also have Leslie Frazier as their secondary coach. Shout out. He's awesome. Famous Bear.
Yeah, he was great for us last year.
But secondary, I think, is a good coaching position for him. And then they still have Mark Trestman as their offensive coordinator.
But I like John Harbaugh. I think John Harbaugh's a really good
John
coach.
Harbaugh was a great coach. This team was interesting to me. I think that they're definitely going to do better than they did last year. Let's say that.
Okay. We'll get to the record later.
Yeah. Moving on.
You want to do Pittsburgh and Cincinnati next?
Talk to me, baby. Whichever one.
Let's do Cincinnati.
Cincy.
Finished last year 12-4, 7th ranked offense, 2nd ranked defense. Head coach Marvin Lewis, point differential, I found that 140, plus 140. Good for you guys.
Yeah.
They added Brandon LaFell and the aforementioned Carlos Dansby.
Yeah, that's a big pickup.
They lost a couple people.
They also got Taylor Mays.
Taylor Mays, he's back.
Yeah.
I like Taylor. I always like Taylor Mays at USC.
Yeah.
He's just a good. If they can figure out a way to use him as like a strong safety linebacker.
They didn't really pick up a lot in free agency. They didn't really need to.
I mean, they lost Marvin Jones, Mohamed Sanu.
Wait, can we just say who they did lose? The legendary AJ Hawk.
AJ Hawk, he's on there. Leon Hall.
Guy can't keep a fucking
obviously,
job.
the biggest loss would be the safety Reggie Nelson.
Yeah.
The eraser.
I will say this, though. Safeties are, I don't want to say, they're kind of like the fullback of the secondary. Mm-hmm. Like, you can take an aging cornerback, throw him in there, and he'll do all right. You know, like,
it depends. Yeah.
Now, granted, you don't make Steve Atwater's, John Lynch's every day, but in today's game, it's a little different because they're afraid to hit.
You can get by, especially nowadays with the lack of hitting, like you're saying. You can get by with an adequate safety, but the good safeties.
Yeah. Who are the best safeties in the game? Cam Chancellor, Harrison, and on the Vikings.
Smith, yeah.
You know, it's
Earl Thomas.
Earl Thomas.
Yeah, I mean, free safety, strong safety. Reggie Nelson's up there.
You know, like
Eric Berry.
And then you got the Honey Badger.
Yeah,
you know, like that's
hybrid.
Yeah, he's a hybrid. So again, I wouldn't worry too much about that. It definitely, you know, but
so they
break down the draft for us.
I didn't like this draft. It was just
I did.
wasn't sexy. They got
It was
cornerback
very
William Jackson,
Tyler Boyd.
and
And then they got an inside linebacker in Nick Vigil. They also
not sexy.
and then they got a nose tackle in the 4th round, Andrew Billings from Baylor.
Oh, that guy. Okay, that guy was a good pick. I liked Andrew Billings.
Oh, you like the 4th round draft pick? Go figure.
I love the 4th round draft picks. No, Andrew Billings was a
4th through 7th round
monster.
draft picks. Yeah, I'm all aboard. Those 1st round draft picks though.
Pittsburgh, their 7th round pick's my favorite. So we'll get to that
oh
later.
my God, you're a guy. No, those are really important positions. You got a cornerback, a wide receiver, and an inside linebacker in the first 3 rounds.
I remember Billings dropping there, and then a lot of the analysts were like, "That's crazy. He's got 1st or 2nd round talent."
You know who's coming back from injury?
Who's that?
Malaluga.
Oh, that's exciting.
No, but seriously, and then you draft an inside linebacker, and then you got linebacker Carlos Dansby.
Yeah.
I mean, that linebacking core is no joke.
It's not. I mean, and they had the 2nd-ranked defense last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. I mean, obviously their
And
best
who they
player.
lose? They lost Reggie.
Yeah.
You got Pac-Man coming back.
Yeah.
You know, and I think
George
they're pissed.
Iloka.
Yeah, I think they're pissed about that loss, and they didn't lose anybody.
Geno Atkins. Yeah.
You got Geno coming back. Woo.
Yeah. Yeah.
That guy.
Best player, obviously, AJ Green.
Oh, that's my
by
boy.
far.
He's the only. Him and JJ Watt are the two aren't Bears. But I just wouldn't do it. But like, if I had to, like, secretly walk around, tuck the sack back,
Yeah.
those would be the jerseys I would wear. Don't laugh, Mike.
I guess.
You know you tuck the sack back every. Oh yeah. All right. Oh, that was good. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Man, that was a great Wild Bill impression.
Buffalo Bill.
Is it Buffalo? No, is it Buffalo Bill?
Buffalo
Whatever, same thing.
Wild
Wild Bill, Buffalo Bill. He's a wild man.
Oh boy.
I'm pretty much done on the Bengals. Unless you got anything else you
I
want
was
to
just
add?
gonna say, I guess the question mark is the running back position. You got Jeremy Hill, you got Gio Bernard. Can Tyler Eifert stay healthy? Again,
guy.
losing Leon Hall and Reggie Nelson, is that going to affect their secondary? And can Marvin Lewis and Andy Dalton win a freaking playoff game? Like, that's the question with them.
As long as they don't play the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I think. Oh man.
I think they're like got a chip this year, and I also think this is a
I
mix.
mean, obviously they
What
lost
do you do about Marvin Lewis? Like, do you fire the guy and then start from scratch and wait 5 years, or do you kind of like? Because the guy just doesn't win. He's like the
thing
Marty
is-
Schottenheimer.
Okay, here's the thing. With Tampa, as I've said on a previous podcast, it made sense to get rid of Dungy because we brought in an offensive guy. We brought in John Gruden, who kept the defense the way it was, let Monty Kiffin run that defense. That defense ranked in the top 5, and brought in a guy who brought in a new style of offense. How can you improve from 7th and 2nd? You can't. I mean, like, you can't improve
But it's
from
like,
that.
and then you, what do? You turn into the Chicago Bulls, where
And
you
I
get
mean,
rid of Thibodeau, and
I mean,
then
obviously last year that playoff game was freaking BS.
Yeah,
you know,
the hit.
Shout out to my buddy Chris. He texted. We were talking this morning about the Steelers and Bengals playoff game.
Yeah, you know,
many things were wrong with that game.
You know Patrick's buddy Alex.
Yeah,
he was like, "Yeah, I got last minute tickets to this game." I was like, "Oh, that'll be fun for you, dude." You know, Bengals. He was at that game. I was like,
wow.
"Are you kidding?" And he's a huge Pittsburgh
having
fan.
Joey Porter on the field, having just
What an
Vontaze
ass.
Burfict hitting people over and over
Yeah.
again. The one of
Talk
the
about
coaches,
a guy who came out of nowhere.
One of the coaches grabbing the guy by the dreads and throwing him down.
I like that though.
The,
I like
the back-to-back personal foul calls that got the Steelers into field goal position.
Yeah.
It was one of the craziest playoff games.
It's a crazy game, but like at the same time, like I like that grittiness. I like that everybody's like Roger Goodell's like, no, you guys need to stop fighting. Give me $50,000. But it's like, no, let these guys just they fucking hate each other. They're
They do, and that team they played in the playoffs, and we were just talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
Just getting to them real
Is that
quick.
a segue right there?
Yeah, dude, we're segueing.
Our segue is on fleek.
Call me Clark Lawrence, and they got so many segues.
Hey,
He runs a segue torque.
I know.
Clark Lawrence
Come
is
on,
good.
come on. We got 30 minutes.
Okay. Head coach Mike Tomlin last year, 10-6, offense ranked number 4, defense number 11.
This is an interesting team for me this
So
year.
they added Ryan Harris, offensive tackle, Ladarius Green, a tight end. They lost Kelvin Beachum, Heath Miller, and Sean Sweesum.
They also brought in Ricardo Matthews.
Yeah.
So defensive.
Not a
end.
guy I really.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to do like the best.
That Ladarius Green pickup was good.
He's interesting. He's
'Cause
very
Heath is
athletic.
gone.
Very, very athletic. They lost Brandon Boykin and Cortez Allen. And also, they lost Martavius Bryant for the year for suspension, and Le'Veon Bell, their star running back, for 4 games.
Well, that's his MO, right?
Yeah.
First 4 games, he just doesn't play. He chills out, smokes a little weed.
Yeah.
Then he comes
Him
back.
and
And
LeGarrette Blunt going on a little joyride.
yeah, LeGarrette Blunt.
There and in the draft, they got the cornerback Artie Burns from Miami. My buddy Chris said his favorite pick was the safety from Maryland, Sean Davis.
Yeah.
My personal favorite pick was 7th round inside linebacker from Temple, Tyler Manikevich.
I think you just like saying his name.
Tyler Manikevich. Actually, my favorite. Manikevich. My favorite name on the team, though, is Shamarko Thomas. That's my favorite name on the team.
White dude, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. From the suburbs.
Got it. From the burbs, yeah. White privilege. This team's interesting to me. I think Latarius Green's going to add a different dynamic because Heath was that consummate over the middle, plus the rapport he had with Big Ben. I think their running backs are great. That's fine. No big deal. I think losing Heath. They also lost Jacoby Jones, so what's that going to do on special teams? You said they lost Cortez Allen, so they're going to put in Artie Burns obviously right away. Mm-hmm. But, he's a rookie cornerback. He's going to get burned. Martavius, you are a fucking idiot. You have DeAndre Hopkins talent. I feel like you are the same, one and the same in terms of your style of play. You have the world by the balls, and you're going to Johnny Manziel your way out of the league. Stop fucking around. You're awesome, dude. Like, I love Martavius Bryant, and he could have good rapport.
He's such a threat. I mean, having him and Antonio Brown out there is
dude. How do you
stop
that? How do you stop that? You don't stop that.
My buddy Chris, in his words,
second shout out to Chris.
They did exactly what they needed in draft picks, secondary O-line linebackers.
So you said he's a big Pitts fan.
Yeah, he's a Steelers fan.
Got it.
Funny is could be another fantastic passing offense. Has a chance to be one of the top 3. Agreed, but their pass defense will have a shot to be in the bottom 10.
Yeah.
He says, and with O-line, if DeCastro and Pouncey want to play a full season, give Le'Veon the best shot of staying in there all year too. They'll have a good year.
I would agree with him on that.
They're always close. I'd be disappointed if they don't go 5-1 in this division.
I don't know.
So those are his words.
This division's like the division of upsets, though.
It is, and it's
like
one
Cleveland.
Of the fiercest rival. I mean, in the NFL, you don't really get the rivals as you do in college.
Yeah,
this is definitely the one. Pittsburgh.
It's the most interesting division to watch because
even Pittsburgh and Baltimore for a long time now. It's Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. It's.
Well, I think the Baltimore thing is going to come back. But I will say that. I think this is a fun division. My style of football that I like to watch are these smash mouth games, and they don't give a fuck about getting fined. Like, I think James Harrison's given up more money than he's earned.
Yeah, Steelers and the Ravens.
Adam Jones
were always my favorite because they
Burfus.
They'd be like Vontez Burfict.
Perfect.
They'd be like, all right, I'm gonna take one 15-yard penalty, and then we're gonna pay $10,000. Whatever. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is interesting. This is just a toss-up league to me, but a fun division to watch.
Like my buddy Chris was saying, Pittsburgh.
Third shout out to
It's
Chris.
Weird, man. What do you want me to do? We were talking this morning. I'm not going to not cite them.
We love you, Chris.
Their passing offense, man, it's evolved into this juggernaut with Big Ben,
backyard football.
A guy who was the first couple years was, handoff, short pass, whatever. Like, I mean, yeah, you had Mike Wallace and you had Plaxico and you had bigger things, but not like he was doing past couple years, man. Throwing 6 touchdowns in back-to-back games, throwing 500 yards, throwing for 4,500 yards, 4,800 yards. Antonio Brown evolving into probably the best wide receiver in the game.
It's a trip, man. He's like a modern-day Steve Largent.
He's so quick. He's so fast. He's so good to get separation. He's got such good hands. He's a great route runner.
Mm-hmm. Size doesn't matter for him.
No.
In terms of football.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I can't talk about his personal life. I don't know.
You don't know the size of his penis?
I don't know.
Oh.
I can guess.
Mike, what about you? You know the size of his penis?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah? What is it?
Not so big.
Oh, really? Oh,
Mike, a resident penis expert.
Yep, yeah. Oh man, so you want to go ahead and make your predictions?
Sure.
For our prediction plunge.
All right, 4th place. I have Cleveland Browns.
What? I had them taking it.
Okay, you have them 4th place as well. What's your record?
Whoa. What do I got them at? Browns 5-11.
I have them 1-15.
Shut the fuck up.
I think they're that bad.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think they're going to get #1 pick. San Francisco's going to get #2 pick. They're going 1-15, 2-14.
They're going to tank on purpose.
I think. I mean, there's
1-15.
I think Watson coming out could be a very good quarterback for them.
Yeah, we'll see.
Second.
Okay, so 1-15. All right.
I'm taking a little bit of a plunge on that one. Baltimore Ravens. I have them in 3rd.
Me too.
Boy, we're gonna agree on everything, aren't we?
9-7.
Okay, I have them 8-8. I have them doing better, going back to 500. I just don't think they have the talent just this year. I think maybe
If they stay healthy, they're 9-7.
Yeah.
I think so. Number 2, I'm going to go Steelers.
I'm going to go Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, wow.
I have the Bengals second at 10-6. I still think they make playoffs, though.
Okay, I have the Steelers at 10-6, and I have in first place Cincinnati at 11-5.
I have Pittsburgh 11-5 in first.
Can we? I think we both should just plunge because it's going to be like a 1-point differential.
I'm just saying,
except you're 1-15.
If Cleveland
Jesus
wins 2
Christ.
games, I don't know, man.
1-15.
Yeah.
Wow, no love.
Nope.
Well, that's it for the AFC North, guys. That's crazy. 1-15. I'm kind of blown away on that. Not a lot of teams do that bad. And RG3, you think RG3 is really not going to win?
RG3 is terrible. RG3 has not been a good year. RG3 is a selfish quarterback who doesn't want to learn his system, won't revamp his game to any system. You want system to go around him.
He's got a new girlfriend, though, and she's pretty hot.
Okay, he doesn't look at film. He refuses to look at film. And he's got happy feet ever since he got hurt.
Shanahan kind of fucked him up, though, I think.
I don't know. There's that whole debate whether or not he should have been brought back in, whatever. Like, you're talking about that for the playoff game?
Just
where
in
the torn
general.
ACL?
Why? Dude, you have a kid that you know. I told you this is why I'm not a fan of scrambling quarterbacks. It's because they take a beating. You know, that you don't make Russell Wilson's every day. You don't make...
Freaking Carson Wentz, his first game, what does he do? He goes and scrambles instead of sliding. He does a flip, cracks a rib.
Yep. They don't know because it's a different speed. These are grown men.
Yeah.
These aren't 21-year-olds growing into their body. This is a 30-year-old dude that squats 600 and bench presses 400 with elastic bands. Like, that runs a 4.5, 4.6.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, that's not human bodies can't handle that kind of collision. You know what I mean? So, and especially a quarterback. You know, maybe like a defensive lineman and an O-lineman just jarring it out, fine, maybe. That should make everyone likes the heavyweights. But you're talking about a fast, missile-seeking, psychopathic, athletic freak going up against a guy that's like, all right, take some reps, throw. You know what I mean? Like, that's why when you see these tough quarterbacks like Ben Roethlisberger, I give him a lot of credit because they take some punishment.
I've heard stories. This is coming from another podcast, Dave Damashek podcast, that he John Wayne's it a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
He exaggerates his injuries so he can be like, I don't know. And then they're like, oh, come on. And right before the game goes, he goes, all right. I guess I'll play.
Like a prima donna?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
funny.
what I heard. I mean, because I always thought the same thing. I was like, oh, he's tough. Oh, that's so cool. But apparently, I mean, they're all hurt, though, all the time. You know, they're always hurt. They're all beat up. You can't not get beat up in that sport.
Yeah. No, it's definitely, I don't know, man. It's a fun sport to watch, but it was funny. I was actually, my buddy Josh Janikowski, who listens to us. What's up, dude? He was...
Hey, Josh.
Hey, baby. I was thinking, he was talking about how the NFL, a lot of NFL fans are starting to get turned away. Because of Goodell's... It's tough
because you see a big hit, and then your initial reaction back in the day
Goodell's
was, ooh, he
power.
got jacked up, you know? And then now you see it, and you're just like, ugh. Like,
well,
I hope he's all right.
That's not even that. I'll stand on my soapbox. The NFL needs to take care of their guys post-career. I don't care if it's 1 year or 20 years. You're the NFL. You need to take care of these guys. You guys are greedy, and you're letting these guys go away. But, like, let these guys play. Like, let them play. Do safety precautions as best of your ability. But, like, if there's a big hit, like, let them fucking – that's what got me involved in love – were the Ronnie Lots and these huge hits. I love that shit.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, James Harrison had a good hit, and it's like $75,000. Like, I feel bad for him. Like, I wouldn't.
Question, yeah, because it's like, okay, you're running at 15 miles an hour, right?
Yeah.
And you have a half of a second or a quarter of a second to decide. Is the ball in his hand? Did he catch the ball? Where's his head at? Is he ducking down? Is he standing up? Is he going to a squat? Like, is the crown of my head going to meet his head, or is it going to meet his shoulder pad? Is my shoulder pad going to meet his head? Is my shoulder pad?
And we're talking.
You know, these are all split second
decisions.
things.
Yeah, and it's like a fastball of football. Your human mind. I would start to go with like, how fast can it compute? Because then is it fair to charge that guy? And I know that the commissioner's got a heavy workload, but that's as best as I'm going to defend Roger Goodell because he's a totalitarian ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Pete Rozelle at least had a good I think that Goodell has too much power. I think that the NFLPA really needs to step their game up even harder because the NFLPA gave him contract, the bargaining agreement, which the NFLPA should have never done in the
Yeah,
first
but you
place.
know the owners have the power.
All they do, it's the billionaires versus the millionaires.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother thing we'll get into because
In
that's
the
just,
National Football League?
just yeah, you like that. Just let these guys play, man. Let protect defensive players.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry that you got lit up. I really am. But like, fuck it. That's the name of the game. Like, you're not going to apologize for getting knocked the fuck out in UFC.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
No.
oh, I'm sorry. We should fine him.
Yeah, but then again, you're not.
Like when
and-
Tito
and
Ortiz
you-
is bashing Ken Shamrock's
But here's the
face in.
difference, though. So he does that, right? Fight's over. Ken Shamrock's not expected to fight for another 6 months. He's not expected to
Yeah.
go on the sideline, do like, hey, are you okay? Them going, yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Get back in there, have it all happen again.
Yeah.
You know, like
No,
that's
there's
the
that
difference.
You know what, guys? Tell us what you think. Be sure
Yeah.
to hit us up. Men in Scoring Position, Facebook, SoundCloud, and iTunes. It's all self-titled. Men in Scoring Position, and then follow us on Twitter and Snapchat at Men in Scoring POS. Also, with these prediction plunge, does he know what he's talking about? Trivia questions. You can email us at meninscoringpod@gmail.com. Billy, what do they always need to do?
Rate, review, and subscribe, and tell a friend, tell 2 friends, tell
Always,
3 friends.
always.
And I know we're on video, so I just want to say I wasn't ignoring you on my phone. I was bringing up our quiz game.
Oh,
Just so you know,
babe,
like I
babe,
hate
it's
that
okay.
when people are talking and they're like on their phone.
dude, I see
I'm
you so
paying
much.
attention.
I don't give a shit. I
Oh.
wish you would get buried in your phone.
Okay.
Talk too much.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, Men in Scoring Position, follow us. So let's do this trivia game.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Mike, you going to hop in here and help us out, bud?
Okay, Mike, it's already all set. Wait.
Mike, you're blocking the camera, Mike.
Mike, it's fine.
God damn you, Mike.
Everybody loves me.
Okay,
All right.
everybody does love you. So I was thinking we do, and I didn't look up this list. I typed it in. I didn't see anything. I promise.
'Kay.
Scout's honor. You were a scout, right?
I don't buy it.
You were a brownie.
I was a Cub.
You were a couple.
I was a Cub.
Okay. So we're gonna do top 10. If we need to do more, we can do more than that. Passing yardage.
All time? All
I'll
right.
let you go first.
Dan Marino.
Number 3. I'm gonna go with Peyton Manning.
Nice.
Yeah, number 1.
Number 1, baby.
Brett Favre.
Number 2.
I'm gonna go with Drew Brees.
Number 4.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady's number 5.
How we're doing
Are we
good.
just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Let's do.
John Elway.
Hey, that's not your turn.
Number 6.
Hey, it's not your turn.
Doesn't matter. You suck.
Okay, first of all, that's very rude. I'm going to go with... I was going to say John Elway. Okay, that's not fair. I was going to say John Elway. So you're cheating at the game?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Taking too long.
Wow. No, I'm not taking too long.
Guys,
I was
this
trying to
is-
think if I could think of something else.
This is Billy bitch fitting.
Interviewed is like, I want to kiss you.
Oh, Joe Namath?
Yeah.
That's not my guess, by the way. I'm just answering his question. You calm down. Calm down.
Mm-hmm.
You calm down. I'm going to go with Big Ben Roethlisberger. Oh, that's a no. No.
All right.
Top 10.
Oh,
Did we already say Drew Brees, right?
yeah.
Okay, then I am going to go with Steve Young. It was either Steve Young or Terry Bradshaw for me.
No, you get one. You don't get 2.
I'm not getting to. What's up?
Steve Young.
All right, I'm
Steve
back in
Young.
the game. Eli Manning.
He's only, he's number 11.
No, damn it.
Sucker.
All right, back in the game. What do
I
you
wonder
got?
how far it goes back. Am I allowed to say like Otto Graham?
You're allowed to say it. It might be wrong.
The autogram isn't under.
Okay.
Warren Moon. Warren
Warren
Moon.
Moon.
Warren Boone.
Moon.
Warren Moon.
Moon.
Moon, yes, number 7.
Boom.
Nice, Warren Moon. Nice, good job.
I can't believe Big Ben's not on there.
Yeah, in terms of passing yards, and I already said Tom Brady. You said Peyton. I'm trying to think of these. Dan Fouts,
Ooh.
Eric Coryell.
No. All right. So we're
Yeah.
even at this point.
You want? Oh no, we're even.
I'm gonna go with
Go ahead.
a little man. He's like a big man.
You don't have one. Shut up. You don't have it.
I'm gonna go with Phil Rivers.
If he's on there, I'm never doing a podcast again.
Oh,
Nice. All right, so it's my turn.
you're so bad at this. I'm sure they're
I
Hall of
know.
Famers
I
too.
literally know this is wrong because his numbers are not staggering. Joe Montana.
Joe Montana. Let's see. Going for Joe Montana. Nope.
No.
Joe Montana is not in the top 10?
Oh, okay. Vinny Testaverde?
In terms of
Number 9.
Yes!
Shut
Yes!
up, dude. So we're just doing longevity. We're not doing. Oh my god. And does that leave a number 10?
Yeah.
Is there still an available 10?
This is number 10, yes.
Available number 10. This is for to keep it going. The available Vinny Testaverde. Get the fuck out of here. That bullshit. Phil Simms.
Ooh, good guess.
No, Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly.
Neither.
Ah,
Okay. All
What
right,
is
then
it?
I
What do we
give
got?
up.
Number
Who's
10.
Who's 10? You want me to give
Yeah,
Yeah.
just tell it.
Drew.
Bledsoe.
Oh,
Bledsoe.
Blozo?
Blozo's number 10.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's crazy.
I hope that wasn't too frustrating for you listeners at home yelling at us.
Yeah. We get really excited.
Vinny Testaverde, you idiots. Vinny Testaverde.
Vinny Testaverde. Jesus Christ. Joe Montana wasn't on top 10.
Pulled that one out of my butt.
He played all the way until the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in.
Sorry for coughing so much.
Yeah, we're sorry for a lot. We suck. That being said, guys, one final plug. Men in Scoring Position. Facebook, SoundCloud, all you iTunes users, self-titled Men in Scoring Position. Follow us on Twitter and Snapchat at Men in Scoring POS.
Mm-hmm.
Email us at gmail.com, Men in Scoring Pod, Gmail. And Billy, what do they always need?
Rate, review, subscribe, tell a few friends.
Tell a couple friends.
Tell a couple friends. And our video should be coming out sometime soon. Our promo video. We might shoot another one too coming up.
Yeah, we're doing I don't know when the
Nice.
promo is going to be here, but this episode will be available within 24 hours. Today is August 18th, Thursday, so we should have it to you by tomorrow, guys. We love you here. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks
so
for
much, guys.
pioneering this video with us.
All right.
All right.
Peace.